What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and this is your early breakdown of Gilbert Burns versus Khamzat Chimaev. Obviously, you already know what the drill is. Subscribe, go click the notification button, like, comment, and share the video, and go follow me on my social medias. The links will be down below in the description box. But yeah, let's get to it, man. I'm breaking down this fight. Y'all know me. I'm not the biggest fan of Mr. Chimaev or his fan base, but I've been super hyped about this matchup. This is probably the most interesting matchup on the card. I think this is going to be a real test for Mr. Chimaev. He's a great freestyle wrestler that has transitioned to MMA, and he looks like he has really good hands, has knockout power, decent boxing. Looks like he can potentially give well, I don't think so, but to a lot of people, it's a lot of smart people I know, they potentially think this man could be the first guy to give the All-Star Gym in Sweden their first ever UFC championship. And yeah, it is what it is. At the end of the day, he's a decent fighter, but he has a lot of hype and he's very popular. And I have to respect that to a certain extent, because the star power does mean you get a corporate push, and that's how the world works sometimes. But he has a real legit test. Gilbert Burns is no fucking easy step on the road or anything. He's not just going to be there for someone to use him as a stepping stone. And I think this is a great, phenomenal matchup. But the reason why I'm doing an early breakdown, I haven't done a lot of these. The last time I did this was for Michelle Pereira and Nico Price, and then I did another one for Kevin Lee versus Sean Brady. And I'm actually happy I did that, because at least I got a video out early before the fight got canceled. So it is what it is. And you never know what comes out. One day he could have COVID and say, hey man, I want to retire. So you never know with this guy. But I'm just gonna be honest right here. I call this man Bumzot. Sometimes I'll call him Cum Shot, like the great Colby Covington. But I'm not the biggest fan of this guy. You guys can know from the tone of my voice. But I'm using this video as the first declaration of war. You Bumzot fans, get fucking ready, because it's not going to be fucking easy. This is not an easy fight, and it's fucking hilarious. It is fucking hilarious how people think Chimaev is just going to walk over this dude. I was on Tapology, right? And I was just chilling, minding my own fucking business, right? And I just go look at this fight, and I see what the people are picking, the Tapology community, and 82% are going with Chimaev, and 18% are going with Burns. Burns is the number 3 welterweight in the world. Are you insane? He probably has the best jiu-jitsu in the whole entire UFC. Now, I know he choked against Usman, but if you had any, brain, you would know. Well, I shouldn't say that. If you had any, it is what it is. I make bad picks, so I'm not going to talk shit. But, sometimes I make bad picks, not all the time. But, it can happen to the best of us. But if you picked Burns over Usman, and I didn't do that, I knew, and don't get it twisted, I'm not the biggest fan of Burns. But, man, this is an opportunity for Burns that he can't miss. This is redemption tour for Mr. Gilbert Durinho Burns, man. He can get in my good graces if he defeats this clown and his goddamn fan base. But, yeah, he had a hiccup against the fucking world champion. And, it kind of was karma. The dude was acting like a snake, and he kind of betrayed his boy Usman. It is what it is. I don't have to go too in depth with that. I've said my piece on the situation, and I was very happy with what Usman did to him. And I felt like Usman that was his greatest performance ever, man. It's one of my favorite title fights of his. I know obviously the Colby Covington fights are amazing, but that one, if you're rooting for Usman, because I'm a Colby Covington fan, so I'm not really rooting for Usman. But if there ever was a time to root for Usman, that was the fight, man. It was a great performance by him. But yeah, he had a hiccup against Usman. Doesn't mean he's gonna fucking lose to this guy Khamzat Chimaev. Like, come on now. Yeah, I know he lost to Dan Hooker, but Dan Hooker's, man, he was a really good lightweight, man. He was legit. All right, right now he's on a bit of a slump, but man, the dude was fucking killing people. Went tooth and nail with Dustin Poirier, who's currently, what, number 3, number 2? I think number 2 in the world. He's at what rankings in the pound for pound? You know, like, the guy is a legit guy. I know some people are kind of down on him because of Charles Oliveira performance, but you know, again, if you looked at the tape, and you should have known Charles was going to beat that man. But it is what it is. I'm just surprised that so many people are picking Chimaev over Burns. Henry Hooft has a winning record, by the way. The coach of Gilbert Burns over All-Star Gym. If you know, you know. He coached Rumble Johnson to defeat Alexander Gustafsson, and he will coach the underdog in Gilbert Burns to finish Khamzat Chimaev, man. But let's look at the fucking stats, man. Here's the one thing I'll give to Khamzat. He does have a big size advantage in this fight, so I will give him that. But if we look at these stats, man, Gilbert Burns is 20-4. Is fighting out of Florida, age 35, so that's a big one right there. A height of 5'10" and reaches 71. Khamzat, fucking the Wolf, right? 10-0, undefeated. Fights out of Sweden, age 27, so he's younger. A height of 6'2", so he's a lot taller, and a reach of 75, so he does have a reach advantage. But we've seen guys like Usman and Dan Hooker, guys with long arms, give Burns problems. But I will say one thing. Khamzat doesn't fight that kind of long and lengthy fight behind his jab, at least in the stand-up, right? Kind of fight, if you've ever seen him fight. But he kind of like just runs you over, and he's just going at you. Guys like T. Wood, who had a reach advantage over Gilbert, tried to kind of do that to him, right? Obviously, T. Wood was backing up, but there were moments where T. Wood, if you go rewatch that fight, T. Wood threw combinations going forward. T. Wood was actually trying to fight against Gilbert. He did not want to lose to Gilbert. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go rewatch that fight, he didn't want to lose to Gilbert. He wanted to win that fight. If you go rewatch it, that's really what happened. Like, I'm just saying. But at the end of the day, with Gilbert, he's going to be a really hard test, in my opinion, for Chimaev, because jiu-jitsu-wise, man, oh, man, that guy is good. Go watch. You know where I gained a lot of respect for Gilbert? When I saw him compete against Rafael Lovato Jr., the same guy that defeated Gegard Mousasi to win the Bellator middleweight title, man. That guy, you can say whatever you want about Bellator and MMA, or not MMA, but Rafael Lovato's MMA career. But man, that guy is legit on the ground, and I thought he was going to manhandle Mr. Gilbert Durinho Burns, and Burns ended up beating him, and I was shocked. Gilbert Burns is the best jiu-jitsu in the company. Yes, I understand he's a former lightweight, but I truly believe he's made a really good transition to the welterweight division. Yes, you could say, oh, he's never submitted anyone, though, at welterweight, but his grappling and his wrestling is, like, people forget, he took T. Wood down twice, and I know T. Wood and Tyron Woodley, some people might call him the frozen one, some people might call him a disgrace to the black community, but man, that guy had some of the best takedown defense in the UFC, and was a former fucking champion, and, in my humble opinion, is the third greatest welterweight champion to ever do it. You can say whatever you want. Maybe you could put Matt Hughes in front of him, but yeah, I think he's up there. He's on the Mount Rushmore. You got to give the guy his respect. And Gilbert was the second guy to start the downfall of T. Wood. It wasn't Colby, it was Gilbert that did it before Colby. And then obviously we all know Usman started it. But if you go look at the facts, and you're just being really honest in this matchup, I think Gilbert, he has a tremendous chance. He has the power, and he has the grappling to nullify it, right? It really is. We don't know if Chimaev is durable. Yeah, he has youth on his side, and Gilbert is getting older, and he is, in my humble opinion, reaching the end of his prime. But he touches your chin, I don't care who you are, you're going down. Gilbert has a lot of KOs. All right, he wobbled Usman. He got him down. One of the first guys to really knock him down, right? Hit him with a tremendous shot, you know, hurt him. He won that first round. I know Usman kind of brought it back with the ground and pound, you know, when he was on top and Burns was trying to pull guard. But look at the last minute of that first round. The knee up the middle, the high kicks, man, the shots that he was landing on Usman. I mean, he was landing beautiful shots in that first round. He looked amazing, but Usman broke him. And that's because he was a snake back then. But I think I don't think he's a snake anymore, man. I really don't. And I think this is an opportunity for redemption. I think this is an opportunity to end this goddamn nonsense. You goddamn Khamzat Chimaev fans have lost your fucking minds, and you will be humbled. On UFC 273, April 9th, it's over. The hype was fun while it fucking lasted. Burns is going to sub him. I promise you that. And wouldn't it be fitting for Gilbert Burns to get his first submission win in the welterweight division over the next champ, over the next double champ, over the next triple champ? You goddamn cliff dwellers. It ain't happening, punks. It ain't happening. Keep dreaming. And Gilbert Burns we trust. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow me on my Instagram. Follow me on my Twitter. Subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. Subscribe. Love y'all and goodbye. If you disagree with me, tell me. If you disagree with me. If I'm a hater, tell me if I'm a hater. If I'm a fucking idiot, tell me if I'm a fucking idiot. I'm not deleting no comments. The war has begun. I am going to war with you motherfuckers. And it's fucking on. Let's go.